Hey, so I'm going to share something with you that I just figured out. Is that sometimes the calling on your life is not comfortable. It's going to disrupt everything you thought you knew about yourself, everything you thought you knew about your life, who you thought you were going to be, where you're going to go, people you're going to be around. It's never going to look like that. And the willingness of yourself to surrender to that moment is so important. Because what God's calling you to do and where God's calling you to be does not necessarily align with who you think you are and who you've been in the world. He's going to call you to a place where it's uncomfortable. He's going to call you to a place where the challenge you thought you had look different. You got to fight differently. You got to move differently. And so I guess the biggest question I have is, when you're called, do you answer? Because if you're like me, that calling doesn't stop. It keeps knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking until you just can't take the noise anymore. You're like, okay, I hear you, God. Where am I going? And when you lead where he leads you, sometimes it ain't easy. I've seen more rocks. I've seen more quicksand in the faces of friends, in the faces of opportunities that I've seen ascension. But one thing I've been clear on is that I'm on the path. I'm on the path that God put me on. And when you're super clear about that, ain't nothing gonna stop you. No matter when you doubt yourself, God's gonna affirm you. And he's gonna say, I told you, come this way, come this way. So in the darkness, you're gonna see a light that you never saw before. So you have to decide who you follow. And I wanna say to you, like, we're in a time now where there's a lot of darkness. And there's a lot of false light. So you gotta decide which light you're gonna follow. And the lights you follow, you know it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it. And so my challenge to you, my friend, which way are you gonna go? Which light you gonna choose? Think about that.